6 days away from the Eagles playing week 1 versus Washington No Names. And guess what? Jason Peters is back at left tackle.
Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So, today we have come with the hell is that? It's a big-ass dog. Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here. Let me first start off by saying Happy Labor Day to all you dingbats out there. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. The thing with Labor Day, growing up, it always reminded me, or it always meant two things. One, school was getting ready to start, which I always hated that part. And the other was football season was right around the corner. It was getting ready to start, and I loved that part. Now that I'm older, I don't have to worry about the school. We can focus on football, and we are 6 days away. 6 days away from Eagles No Names. You don't lose to a team called the No Names. You never lose to a team without a name. And we're going to destroy that team. Double moonwalk that ass this week. I can't wait. 6 days, man. A lot of people didn't even think we play football. They didn't even think we play football this season. We're going to at least get week 1 in. Hopefully we get every weekend, but at least we're getting week 1 in. Now, first thing we got to talk about. Today the Eagles brought, and this was real early my time, it was like 5 in the morning. They bring back Cre'Von LeBlanc. The Eagles signed Cre'Von LeBlanc back. A lot of us were freaking out yesterday going, what are they doing? Why did they cut Cre'Von LeBlanc? It didn't make any sense to us until you kind of learn further what the Eagles were thinking. They wanted to go out and they wanted to claim Jason Huntley, the running back, right? Well, in order to do that, they were going to have to waive somebody. Most of the guys that they would have waived would have had to clear waivers within 24 hours. So they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to risk one of those guys. And then the other thing was that you couldn't put a guy on IR to claim him. The transaction wouldn't happen fast enough moving a guy to IR to get that guy. So they had to cut a player. And I think what they did was they went to Cre'Von LeBlanc and said, look, if we cut you, you're a vet, you're vested, you don't have to clear waivers for 24 hours. You're an automatic free agent. If you just hang out 24 hours, we'll give you a little extra money, we'll have you hang out over there. We're going to resign you and everything's going to be fine. I think he had a little deal with the Eagles. He was never going anywhere and he waited and he's re-signed with the Eagles. He's back on the team. You got guys on IR now. Here we go. We're good to go. I think that's what happened. So Cre'Von LeBlanc was never going to go somewhere else. The Eagles had every intention of keeping him, and I think they had a whole thing worked out beforehand. So it is what it is. Cre'Von LeBlanc is back, and he should be. He should be. Now, the other thing we got to talk about is we got to talk about the left tackle position, because just not even an hour ago, Doug Peterson had a press conference. And in his press conference, he announced that Jason Peters, the bodyguard, is back at left tackle. Wait, rerun. Thank God. Thank God. Because I'm telling you what, I was worried as hell about that left tackle position this coming week against Redskins. They're not even, the No Names, I'm sorry. The No Names, they have a good defensive line, a very good defensive line. Chase Young, very scary. Who are you going to have as left tackle? Matt Pryor? You can't feel good about that. You can't feel comfortable about that. However, the decision, I guess Jason Peters went today to the Eagles and said, hey, I'm willing to play left tackle. Let's do it. They are moving him back to left tackle. Thank God. Because even at 38 years old or however old he is still a safer bet at left tackle than Matt Pryor or anybody else. So Jason Peters is back at left tackle. I'm guessing Matt Pryor might play right guard. We're going to see. Going to be interesting, but you had to have Peters back at left tackle. And apparently there was no reworking of his contract. He didn't get more money or anything like that. It was something he came to his own decision on. Now, that doesn't mean the Eagles may not take care of him later or, under the table or something like that. Who the hell knows? All I know is Jason Peters is at left tackle. Thank God. Thank God. You have to have him at left tackle. You know what I mean? That offensive line scares the hell out of me. So it's going to be interesting to see how quick he gets back in the fold. I think that we're going to see sloppy football from both teams. I think you're going to see a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad throws, a lot of just, missed running routes, things like that. It's going to be sloppy. A lot of offsides, a lot of penalties. It's going to be very sloppy because these guys haven't played at all in preseason. Do you remember last year against the no-names week 1? I mean, we didn't play our starters the whole preseason. The whole entire preseason, we didn't start anybody. We didn't play anybody. So our starters came out. It took them took them into the third quarter to get going. I think you're going to see that from not just the Eagles, but from every team. So it's going to be sloppy, ugly football for a while. And I'd say after about the first month, things will start to get going again. But it is what it is. The Eagles have to get off to a good start this year. They have to get off to a good start. I think you need to be 3-0, 4-0. I just do. Because, like I said, the advantage for the Eagles this year in the NFC East is they have the same coaching staff. They have the same front office. They didn't have a lot of changeover like the Giants, the no-names, the Cowboys. Those teams, I expect those teams to start a lot slower than the Eagles or other teams because everything's so new. So I think the Eagles have to get off to a good start. You have to go beat the no-names week 1. You have to do it. I expect them to do it. It's going to be a nice win for us. Definitely, no doubt about it. Although I'll give my official Eagles prediction on Thursday. You kind of know how it's going to go. We don't lose to a team without a name. It just don't happen. It can't happen. It won't happen. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you guys real quick about today is Jalen Reagor. Because as many people have thought, Jalen Reagor would be out probably a month. He might miss the first month of the season with the shoulder injury or whatever. It sounds like he is feeling a lot better, and it sounds like the Eagles and him are shooting for a week 2 return against the Los Angeles Rams. Los Angeles Rams. That team stinks. Although the Los Angeles Rams are probably going to be 1-0 after this week. Because you know who they play? The stinking Cowboys. And they're going to beat the stinking Cowboys. No doubt about it. Cowboys are going down this week. But Jalen Reagor hopes to be back week 2. I think that would be huge for us. I need Jalen Reagor to get on the field and play as much as possible. I'm not worried about the mistakes. I'm not worried about those rookie things. I need him to work through it. I need him to play. I need him to be an impact player this year for the Eagles. So if we could get him back week 2, that would be huge. But it looks like he's shooting for week 2. The Eagles are shooting for week 2. He feels a lot better, and that's a really, really good sign. So keep your eyes out on that, not only this week, but after this week, heading into week 2 versus the Rams, who will be, like I said, 1-0 at the time. Then they'll fall to 1-1. With that said, take care, talk to you later, and don't be a dingbat.